Hey everyone, in this quick tutorial I'm going to show you how to get to Apporto so that way you can do your homework and either use Rhino or Adobe software or any other software. You're going to want to navigate to cccd.apporto.com. You're going to log in. I'm going to open up Rhino just as an example, but you can use any of the other software, including Adobe or Autodesk. Alright, here I am in Rhino. I'm going to just make a random rectangular prism. I'm going to go File, Save As. And I'm going to put it on the desktop for now. Test file. Save it as a Rhino file on the desktop. Now this is going to save to the desktop here in Apporto. So here it is, test file. When I'm here in Apporto, I like to full screen Apporto, so that way I only see this one desktop and I can see the full entire window here in Rhino. So, it feels like I'm just only looking at this one desktop. However, when I'm all done, I want to minimize this and go back out of full screen, and then I'm going to hit download. Okay. Download is going to allow me to save my file from here and put it onto my local computer. So I'm going to grab on the desktop, I'm going to grab my test file, I'm going to click on download, and you can already see it go into this folder. So this is the desktop here in Apporto, and if I minimize all this, this is my desktop here on my laptop. Okay, so if I go back to Google Chrome, when I hit download, it comes over here to my downloads folder, and if I forget where I put it, I can click over here for downloads, and then File Explorer will open up, and here it is under downloads. Now I can open it up here, or if it was a screenshot, I could submit that screenshot, but you're going to need to have Rhino 8 if you're saving a Rhino 8 file from Apporto. You're going to need to have Rhino 8 on this local computer as well. Now if you're just taking a screenshot to turn it in for my assignments, you're just going to open up Rhino here, and you can use the snipping tool in Apporto. So it doesn't let me search. Let me full screen this maybe. Can't type anything in here. Let's do Let me close out of this. So instead of using the snipping tool here in Apporto, I'm going to come back to my local computer and find the snipping tool. Apporto can be a little restrictive because it's run by the school and you don't have all the same kind of properties that you normally would. So here I am with the snipping tool on my local computer. I'm going to hit new and I'm going to take a screenshot and then I'm going to save this file and I'm going to organize it in one of my folders. For now, I'll just put it here, 260627 test screenshot. I'm going to hit save, and then you can turn that screenshot in for an assignment. But the really important thing to realize is here in Apporto, this is a whole different computer. Pretend it's a computer that is not here at all. It's physically at our Coastline campus, but you have this computer and then you have your own local computer here as well. So when you're doing work over here, you're doing it virtually, and your Rhino file lives over here. However, you can download that Rhino file once you're all done with it, and you can download it here onto your local computer. But when you do that, you're going to need to have Rhino installed on this local computer anyways. The only reason why that would be helpful is if you were downloading it to store it on your flash drive and maybe log into one of these school computers here locally. But really, you can do all of your work if you don't have the proper software installed on your computer at home. You can do the work here through Apporto, which is just a website. All right, hope that helps. See you guys in the next one.